how the higher self would choose to perceive that place is distorted by a being who lives blindly in self-doubt and disbelief. The higher self knows only to guard the self from the damage weapons of emotion can sometimes cause. Survival by its protection. My destiny has always been to be who I am. Warrior!
Wow, my head almost grammatically exploded back there. My destiny has always been to be who I am. What kind of verb tense is that?
I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Slapjaw's face with the tuning fork does a roll flick on Harry Killing Rock Hulk Hogan. I need scissors 61!
Ah, well, I'm only halfway through. The evolution of this destiny dictates I stay true to the animal in self, so I live only for the being and the fulfillment of my true destiny to completely become the energy of belief in self. Through the powers of dreams, I have traveled beyond the painful world of lost souls into a world within this galaxy where a being's only weapons are the cold, hard steel of his self-belief. And in the essence of himself, the animal in us all. I have never in my fucking life read a comic that said so much and yet said so little. After all that, do you have any idea what's going on? Who the guy in the purple leotard is, or where he is? I can't even tell if he's supposed to be a real guy or some kind of metaphysical construct. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I cannot possibly read all that. It would take fucking hours. If I'm ever gonna finish this review, I have to skip past all of these endless paragraphs of warrior horseshit and just try to give you a summary. Just keep in mind that in almost every frame there's a full paragraph of insane rambling gibberish that explains exactly nothing. So believe me, even though I'm skipping a lot of text, you're really not missing much, except a headache. The comic actually starts with a double-page spread with almost no text, for a change, as Warrior appears to be flying or warping through some kind of green cloud as demons attack him and rip his purple leotard off. Reality trading places? With fantasy? Or with what was fantasy? Oh man. Then there's some kind of explosion in the womb of evolution. Ugh. Warrior wakes up inside a crater, but there's nothing to indicate that he fell from the sky and crashed there, just that the Earth sort of exploded, and there he is. He's all bloodied and beaten up, presumably by the demons, and then suddenly you see another box of text, but this one's yellow, unlike the red boxes we've seen up to now. Follow me, you bastards! No one spills my blood and then vanishes! I will take you out wherever! So now we've got to deal with an omniscient narrator in red text boxes and Warrior's internal monologue in yellow text boxes. The last thing this comic needed was more narration. Man, this dimension sucks.
Oh, don't be so negative.
What the hell? Warrior passes out for months, I guess, and then wakes up on the terrain of Testament, where he sits around and finally, after a few panels, comes to a decision. I have no idea what that decision is, but he says, "Wickedness powerfully appointed in this bad boy's dream, awareness so true, too many unanswered questions, must confront what is, wherever I must go to find it. He gets up and declares, "Time to get... What is that? Focked? Focked? Oh, and then you see a little red box in the corner, as if the comic is ashamed to even bring it up. Focked. Focused. Oh! Folked! That's what that word is, folked! Time to get folked? That can't have even sounded cool in your head, man! Badass dream or not, stillness allows the who, what, why to find me! I'll jack a track ahead before they intercept me here. Ugh. Jack a track? Who talks like that? And oh man, is this some of the worst artwork you've ever seen or what? I hardly know where to start. Like, what's wrong with Warrior's arms? Where are his elbows? What the hell's wrong with his calf muscle? And where the fuck is his other leg? It's just gone! And what's going on with his waist? It's like his leg just joins his body just beneath the pectoral muscle. And is it just me, or are there a hell of a lot of ellipses going on here? I mean, just look at the beginning and end of every single block of narration and dialogue Warrior has. There's ellipses everywhere, and sometimes he even breaks up the sentence fragments in the middle with more ellipses. The next page seems to imply that Warrior runs all over the place, through mountains, forests, swamps, whatever. The narration contributes nothing, just going on about how he feels the most alive at the moment of death. Suddenly he screeches to a halt in front of a lake.
Whoa! Drag down, madman of the mad mind!
I don't even know what that... fuck.
Running in search of all that answers, stopping only in the presence of question!
Stop using ellipses!
My attention, ellipses. It has ellipses. Purposeful in its placement.
Emperor Spoonus Maximus demands that one of these narrators be silent immediately. 'Tis most annoying, rather like listening to Socrates give his forum stand-up routine while attending a Senate meeting.
Anyway, Warrior starts having some kind of mental break, and he sees a spectral image of Zardoz?
The gun is good. The penis is evil. Father? Yes, son. Yours I have been. You will go to the Dagobah system. From a time and place not yet complete in its memory, blah blah blah, Distrucity blah. I come only as a vision, wise in and of knowledge. Not a fucking sentence. Sorrowful, I cannot express my emotion.
So you're expressing that you feel sorrowful and emotion because you can't express emotion. That just blew my mind, man.
Wait, who are they? Who's that?
Stay true to the 8 disciplines you are only just beginning to know.
And then the ghost turns into blood, which he drinks to gain the strength to be
Warrior!
Hey, why does Warrior always have to appear in giant red letters? This done, Warrior takes a squat down by the lake while some kind of brown things, what are they, Jawas, appear behind him.
Thick of mind! Now is not the time to resolve it. Someone's going to get jacked up to be ugly just the way I need it.
Then he sees a woman appear in the water, the Little Mermaid.
Must hold my folk. Feeling others folked on me. Hold that thought.
And then he just jumps into the water. And where are the Jawas, or the trees that were right behind him? And why in the hell did he jump in the lake in the first place? All he does is he gets to the bottom and... skronk. Skronk? I'm serious, he just yells skronk. What the hell is skronk?
That's a very good question. And to answer that, let's check the Urban Dictionary.
Okay, let's see. 1, used to define music that is grating, dissonant, and frequently avant-garde. No, that's not it. 2, the Saskatchewan slang for sex. Probably not. 3, playfully grabbing a man's crotch and then running away. Well, there is something to be said for a guy who wrestles with oiled men. But 4, from Shel Silverstein's short play No Skronking, to annoy someone to the point of madness without realizing it.
There! That's it! I'm being annoyed to the point of madness! Shut up.
Oh, that's a skronk. I make that noise when I've got sinus congestion and I can't fucking sleep. Can you even do that underwater? It looks like I need to bust out the Warrior voice again, but suddenly Warrior has thought bubbles and not the yellow internal monologue boxes. Is this yet a third type of narration, or a third voice in Warrior's head?
Whatever it is you are, however you have chosen to prepare, I come of self and my own god force, the chosen destiny of Distrucity. Like a pit bull from hell, I bring you a pain that not even death will end.
At WrestleMania, Hulk Hogan, you will feel the full force of my Distrucity, and you had better be full, Hulk Hogan, because I'm gonna fuck myself this Sunday on exactly one thing, Hulk Hogan, the WWF World Heavyweight Championship, and you won't be able to click your heels 3 times and escape my matrix, Hulk Hogan. You have less chance than 2 fighters against the Star Destroyer. The only way to stop the power of the Warrior is to take off and nuke the Life from orbit, Hulk Hogan!
The student is ready, and you are not! Then he leaps into the fray with the Shafakum and starts beating up Jawas. It's on now! The fight goes on for a few frames, but even the fight is hard to follow because the frames are so disjointed, and there's almost no logical connection between them. There's no way to tell where Warrior is because the background keeps changing from a featureless orange field back to the forest, and then in a snowy wasteland and back again. Is this implying that Warrior is fighting for months at a time? And how many Jawas are attacking him? Why are they attacking him? Well, eventually he beats them all up. I don't know how flinging someone actually made the sound fling.
In your face, freak! Feel my power bring you face to face with Big No More!
But whoops, apparently the Jawas are fine, and they form a Power Rangers pose and then they explode? Huh?
Reasonable and yet questionable departure.
Yeah, questionable to say the fucking least, dude. Anyway, I'm honestly not sure what happens next. He seems to rip the clothes off the bodies and then uses his fingernail to slice their skin into ribbons, which he then ties around his arms. Then he explodes. Is he having some kind of Highlander quickening or something, or going Super Saiyan?